Tonight, let us begin with something soft, something silent, something that stays with you every night. The pillow, a quiet companion. It doesn't speak, it doesn't move, but it holds your head as you drift into dreams. But pillows weren't always soft. No, they were once made of stone. Yes, cold, hard stone. In ancient Mesopotamia, thousands of years ago, people believed that lifting your head off the ground would protect you from insects. So they carved small, curved stones, not for comfort, but for survival. Can you imagine resting your head on rock and calling it bedtime? Egyptians also believed in the power of elevation. Their pillows were made of wood, carved, smooth, painted, but still not soft. These were not for sleep, but for rituals. Pillows were sacred. In China, pillows were filled with more than just air. They used jade, porcelain, even bronze, because they believed a soft pillow would steal your energy. Strange, isn't it? That softness was once considered dangerous. Instead, they chose hard pillows, cool to the touch, but said to balance the body and calm the spirit. In ancient Greece, things began to change. They used cloth, stuffed with cotton or straw, not perfect, but softer than stone. And by the time of the Romans, pillows were everywhere. Soft ones for the bed, hard ones for decoration, and small ones for under the knees. Pillows had finally found comfort. Centuries passed, and the pillow traveled through kingdoms, empires, and villages, across oceans and deserts, changing shapes, changing materials. In the Middle Ages, pillows were a luxury, only for the rich or the royalty. Ordinary people slept on folded clothes. In Japan, pillow use was delicate. They rested their necks on small wooden stands to protect their hairstyles. Because beauty, even in sleep, mattered more than comfort. But as time moved on, softness won. Feathers, down, cotton, foam. And today, your pillow is perhaps the softest it has ever been. It holds your head, listens to your breath, and never complains. And now, you are here, resting gently on this centuries-old invention. You may not think about your pillow, but tonight, it thinks of you. Close your eyes and let your thoughts float like feathers in the wind until even your dreams fall softly asleep.
Tonight, after resting your head on a pillow, let us now gently pick up another forgotten object, quiet, curved, simple, the spoon. A tool so common, we rarely think of it, but tonight, we will. Close your eyes and imagine a world with no forks, no knives, no chopsticks, just hands and hunger. Now, picture an ancient riverbank, a person sitting by the water, eating a soup, too hot to touch. What do? They look down and find a shell, a perfect curve, a gift from nature. That was likely the first spoon. Not shiny, not silver, but useful. From there, the journey began. In ancient Egypt, spoons were not for eating. They were sacred. made of ivory or wood, carved with symbols, used for offerings to the gods. A spoon was not just a tool, but a bridge between man and mystery. In Greece, they refined it, made it metal, gave it shape and purpose. In Rome, the spoon found its home. They had two kinds, the ligula, for soups, and the cochlearium, for shellfish and eggs. Even their names sound sleepy, don't they? Ligula, cochlearium. In medieval Europe, people often ate with their hands, but nobles used spoons made of horn or pewter, often tied to their belts with string. So if someone lost a spoon, it was a real problem. They didn't have dozens like we do now. They had one, maybe two. A spoon was personal. By the 17th century, spoons became gifts. Silver spoons for babies, engraved with initials, and prayers for health. You've heard the phrase, born with a silver spoon? It wasn't about money. It was about care. It meant you were loved. In Asia, especially China and Korea, spoons were flat, long, used with bowls of rice and broth, designed for calm, measured movements. In the modern world, we made spoons from steel, then plastic, then back to metal. But still, no matter the material, it remains the same. A curve, a handle, a silent helper. It never stabs. It never cuts. It simply carries soup sugar, comfort. And when you stir your tea, or take your medicine, or scoop your last spoonful of dessert, remember, you are holding one of the oldest, most peaceful tools in human history. Now, set it down, gently, and drift into the quiet rhythm of all the hands who have held spoons before you. And maybe, somewhere in your dream, you'll stir a bowl of stars with a golden spoon under a sleepy sky.